Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the surface of history's most feared conqueror? Genghis Khan may have built one of the largest empires in history. But what dark secrets and terrifying methods did he employ to maintain his control over millions? From death-human shields to pouring molten silver in the eyes and ears, we'll delve deep into the enigmatic world of Genghis Khan and uncover some of his most brutal punishments. Let's dive in. If there's one thing you should know about Genghis Khan, it's that this guy was no joke when it came to dealing with his enemies. And let me tell you, the legends that surround him are just as blood-curdling as you might expect. One of the recurring themes in these tales is that Khan was not one to take no for an answer. If you refused to surrender to him, you and your loved ones were in for a world of hurt. Now, the Khan wasn't just a bloodthirsty conqueror. He actually had a method to his madness. He believed that the fear he instilled in his enemies would make them more likely to join his side, without him having to lose any of his own men in battle. But if you crossed him personally, things could get even uglier. Case in point, the time when the Khan was trying to take over a massive city ruled by a noble named Inalchuq. This dude was not having it and refused to surrender, even after the Khan offered him a chance at peace. In fact, Inalchuq went so far as to annihilate a caravan of 500 of the Khan's men who were trying to establish trade routes in the area. Big mistake. The Khan was beyond enraged and decided to teach Inalchuq a lesson that he would never forget. He wiped out the entire population of the city, destroyed what was left of it, and then got to work on his prized punishment, pouring molten silver into Inalchuq's eyes and ears. Ouch! Talk about severe. But it didn't end there. One of his more ruthless methods was using people as human shields. But don't think that he just grabbed any old person off the street and threw them in front of his army. No, the Khan was very particular about who he used as shields. If enemy soldiers surrendered to him, hoping to be treated humanely, he would sometimes carry out the death penalty on them. Other times, he would allow them to join his army if they were skilled and had the right mindset. But on occasion, when he was feeling particularly ruthless, he would order his troops to round up a large number of seized enemy soldiers and use them as replacements. Now, you might be thinking, how could anyone fight effectively when they're being used as a shield? Well, the Khan's men would actually encourage the captive soldiers to make the most of their fighting abilities. They would tell them that the only way they could avoid death was by fighting as hard as they could for the Khan and his men. And if they fought well enough, they might even be accepted into the army. And that's not all. Even though Genghis Khan wasn't exactly known for being a peaceful guy, when it came to capturing new kingdoms, he did occasionally give his opponents a chance to surrender peacefully. But if they refused, let's just say things would get very ugly very fast. One of Genghis Khan's most brutal campaigns was his retaliation against the Shah of the Khwarezmid Empire, who had betrayed a treaty with the Mongols. When the Khan's envoy was assassinated, he unleashed his fury on the Khwarezmid kingdoms of Persia, resulting in the deaths of millions. But that wasn't the end of the Khan's thirst for conquest. He set his sights on the Tanguts of Sizaya, a group of Mongol subordinates who refused to supply warriors for his invasion. As punishment for their obstinacy, Genghis executed the entire royal family after his armies had ousted their capital and defeated the Tangut. Some experts estimate that the Mongol invasions killed up to 40 million people, which is an absolutely staggering figure. And it's not just a matter of people dying in battle. Medieval censuses suggest that China's population fell by tens of millions during the Khan's reign. But, again, there's more. During the Khan's conflict with the Khwarezmid Empire, He may have killed up to 3/4 of the people living in what is now Iran. And some believe that the Mongol attacks may have reduced the global population by up to 11%. It's safe to say that the Mongols were ruthless beyond measure, and Genghis Khan was at the forefront of that ruthlessness. But what do you think about it? Go ahead and let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time.